How's everyone doing? How was your week while we were gone? Hi, hello. Hello. I'm sipping my little tea, having a little Milo sweet tea. Thank you. Hi. Holy
Yeehaw!
shit.
I missed you all.
Sorry, was that too loud for the class? Jesus. Thanks, Emily. You're so kind. Thank you. Isn't it fun? This was sent to me by TikTok. I don't actually know anyone at TikTok.
Yeehaw!
John, you're so kind. Thank you so much, darling. Oh my god, hello. Hi, Elliot. Okay, so there is a sweet pea who works in the TikTok merch department where I guess they just like send out merchandise to people who have TikTok accounts. You have to like know someone to get on the list, I fucking guess. So anyway, when we posted that video a long time ago where we were like, where's our blue check mark or give us TikTok merch, they reached out and were like, hey, I do work with the merch people. I can send you some things. And so they did, which was lovely. We got a couple of really unhinged things. I also have a hat that's very fun. It's very silly, very cute, but it is really funny because I will like not think about it and wear this shirt, and then there'll be like some person out in the wild who's like, where did you get that TikTok shirt? And I have to be like, it's from TikTok. I'm like, whoops, hey. Hello. It's so good to see everyone again. Oh my goodness, I just ate like a little like teriyaki bowl thing from my like new favorite teriyaki place. It's like tofu teriyaki. And I'm so nauseous for like no reason. I think it's because I waited too long to eat because I'm silly. It's from Mr. TikTok. Sorry. But hello. Oh my god. We drove back over 2 days. I don't know if y'all. Oh my god. Hi, Seven.
Yeehaw!
Oh, thank you so much, Gemini.
Zion. What a joy to be here.
I love how it read that. It's the worst. It's the worst. I used to have it happen to me a lot, and now it's like not that often. I think it's just been a bonkers few days. Is something weird happening? I can turn me up. Hold on. Sorry. Sometimes I'll turn it down because the love of my life likes to scream. Is that better? Can you hear me more? I've got it up higher if that's helping. I can also speak up a little. I am right now trying to upload our first Disneyland vlog. So if stream does something weird with like our upload, whatever, let me know if like, if it gets funky or if things are dropping. Okay, cool. Sorry. Hey. Hello. I love her. Sometimes Morgan screams and that's okay. Oh, I don't have water. I will drink tea. Gemini, I will be honest with you, baby. It's a little rough. They're not great. My feet, it's rough. Yeah, 9 miles a day. It was pretty brutal. Yeah. So I was wearing my purple Skechers, which were incredible for like arch support and like comfort. That's what I was looking for. And it was good. I thought I had broken them in enough for 9 miles a day for 3 days. It turns out that might not be possible, just generally speaking. Yes. So it's only on one of my feet. I have three huge fucking blisters. We did use the blue goo. It was actually green goo this time because it's the BioFreeze is the one that we used. It was a lot. I would say there were only like two times where I was like completely delirious because my feet hurt so bad. It was like we were watching World of Color, which you have to stand to watch. And when I say that like on the pain scale, my feet were at like a 9.5, like it felt like my feet had a migraine. Like that's how bad it was. Hey. We were gonna be on vacation, and so the hint fridge has been unplugged for that whole time. She'll be back on, I promise. I think she's eventually gonna not be in this room anymore. That way we can have like not loud hint fridge times. It was rough. So I have three blisters on one foot. One is like if this is okay, pretend this is my foot. These are my toes. Okay? and this is my heel, right? So I have a blister here on the side of my heel, and then like along down my big toe onto like, the like this part of your foot. I guess I could just do this with my hand and that would make way more sense. But we're too far gone. And then on my like pinky toe as well. So there's like no angle that my one foot could be. Oh, and we didn't like we opened the park and then we tried to be there until close, and we did not actually close out the park any day. Like we left like an hour before. It was really bad. Oh, it was so bad. Oh my fucking god. And it's just like so much easier to do if you have a job where you're like on your feet all day, because then you're like used to it. But if you don't, then you won't be used to it. So like when we were working at the parks all day, park day, not a big deal, unstressful, totally fine. We also paid for Lightning Lane. If you are like a Disney parks person, but you haven't gone in like a hot minute, what there originally was in Disneyland, and honestly, I'm not even gonna fucking get into Disney World right now because that's a whole can of worms. But in Disneyland, they had like paper fast passes, and not a lot of people knew about them. So what you would do is you would run to a like box, scan your ticket of the tickets of the people who are there. Oh my god, hello Veronica. And then you would have these little paper passes that would say your return time is between this and this, come back then, and then you get to go in like the short line essentially, right? There've been a couple iterations of like a paid and a non-paid version of this, and now you have to pay for it, and it's called Lightning Lane. It includes free photo pass, which is great, and then it essentially, I think it was like $20 a person a day, and you can do every single ride, you can pick a Lightning Lane for it once per day. Hello, hi. Oh my god. They did Silver Arrow for sure. I miss Paper Fast Pass so much. Now it's like a paid thing, and I would say it was absolutely worth it to do it, just because like it's just rough. It's rough to be in line for 40 minutes for a ride that's like not something you're the most stoked about. So if you can just get a Lightning Lane for it and like not worry about it, then like you're golden, you're good to go. Yes. Yeah. Your entire group does not have to do it. Like you are supposed to legally, but kind of the way that it works is it's like a percentage thing, and this is me giving you some like insider information as like a person who's worked at the parks before, and also as someone who had someone Disney legal. Don't tell them. Moontweek, hi baby. Don't tell Disney I told you this. Don't call Mickey Mouse. But if you are like 3 people or more who have Lightning Lane and you have like one friend who doesn't have it, they'll let you. They'll let that person go with you. You just have to tell them. Like it's kind of like a percentages thing, if that makes sense. Now, if you are one person with Lightning Lane and you have 2 people with you who don't have Lightning Lane, they're not going to let you all go through. And NDA. They won't. So like we met up with our very sweet friend Cabo, who is a cast member who works there. Duh, that's what that means. And so we had Lightning Lane, and he hung out with us like all day and like went on rides with us that we had Lightning Lane for, and it was like not a big deal. Like nobody gave a shit. They were just like, cool. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. I honestly, I think it helps a little that Cabo is like maybe one of the most conventionally attractive people that we know in real life. He's lovely. He works there. When Morgan and I say that we're cast members, people have a tendency to be like, oh my god, like, stop, which princess were you? And that's not what's happening. Other people that we know at Disneyland. And like, obviously Cabo's not a princess. But he's very handsome and very tall, so write that down. He's also so cute because he knows a lot of the people who work at Disneyland for like character interactions, and so you just always have like the most unhinged. Oh my god, Aquarius, welcome. Aquarius Sims. Hey, 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 hey. Listen. Very, very tall, very handsome. If you're on my close friends story, you've maybe seen a picture of Prince Philip, who's like very tall, very handsome. But anyway, we were just like walking around the parks, and Chip was out like running around. And Cabo's much, much taller than Chip, but has like maybe worked with Chip before in some capacity. And so, anyway, he leans over to Hannah and he goes, "Do you see Chip's wrist right now?" Because he apparently, anyway, doesn't matter. Basically, they did this like cutie little dance together because they've been besties. Yeah, Chip, listen. Sometimes Chip's just loose. Sometimes the chipmunks are just like sprinting. I'm gonna close this door so my wife can read in peace. Anyway, we had this very super cute, completely unhinged interaction where Cabo and Chip are like doing this dance that they both know, and we're like, Cabo, I need you. The children are going to be confused that you know this dance, Cabo. They're going to be like, why does this random, tall, handsome man and this chipmunk know this dance? Anyway, very cute. Okay. I have to do real work today. What a crazy random happenstance. They're just tight, yeah. I literally, if you listen to like me in the video, there's like a family next to us, and the character attendant is like, "Oh, they know the same dance," and I go, "Yeah, they're besties." Like, I think they're just friends. They must be pals. They've hung out and done little dances together before. No, oh my god, no. Yeah, it's super regular. Super regular. I think one thing I can say is that Cabo, as someone who works in entertainment, does like all kinds of things. And so one of the things that he gets to do is he, as himself, regular handsome man Cabo, that's his name, during this show, he does like a it's like a pool party thing with the children. Yeah. Historians will say that they're besties. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we have to do a cutie little thumbnail for this. I don't know. This is a cute picture. I want like mostly Morgan. As regular as a period is so funny, Kaya. And you're right, but what an unhinged thing to say. Let's do these two. Oh my god, thank you so much, Matt. You're too kind. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we have a fuck ton of podcast episodes. Your Honor, they're besties. Okay. Oh my god, hello, Andy. Yes, we do. It's not something that we do currently so much. We were doing like fake crime episodes that were really fun for a hot minute. Where we were talking about like horror content. I think we'll go back to doing that. But yeah, the podcast, we just have more fun doing stream, genuinely. And the podcast takes a lot of time. So it's not something that has been prioritized. But if you haven't seen any of the podcast episodes or listened to them, I suppose, there are some. There are some. We have a backlog. I think there's like 50 episodes, maybe, something like that. Let's do this. Morgan got this little sipper guy, and they're in love. So cute. Yes. Yes. Totally fair to opt out as a scaredy baby. I have never in 1,000,000 years wanted this god-awful bright yellow color, but every time it's like, perhaps? Were you thinking god-awful bright yellow for this? Nobody, thank you. Yes. Isn't that so funny? We are aware of that. It was not intentional, but we would have to pay for two different podcast hosting monthly things if we wanted them to be separate, which is very funny. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Yeah. The emotionally taxing episodes were so much. We were doing some like oh god, I don't even know, like advice things for folks as well as like I don't know, all kinds of things. And also talking a lot about like our trauma, and then we were like, "You know what? Maybe we instead just do some silly episodes of the podcast about horror things that we like." It's unhinged though, because if you go back, it's like my teeny tiny little chipper like baby voice. So we sound like two completely as a very different person. Yes. It is a crime. That's a real crime, is our TTC journey. Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure, Matt. Oh, you're perfect, baby. No worries at all. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People who have lived in Oregon always have, I feel, very different opinions about Oregon than folks who have lived here for a period of time and then lived in the South, or lived in the South and then moved here. It's obviously not perfect, but there is this kind of like we live in Salem, which is the capital city. Um, and it's a little bit more like politically diverse than say like Portland, which obviously swings a lot more liberal. But it's still generally speaking, like I would say I feel much safer here than I do in most places in like Alabama. In terms of like if we were in a restaurant and somebody called me a slur, I think the majority of the people around us would be like, hey, fuck you. You don't get to do that. You know what I mean? Which is not the energy that I got even in like bigger cities like Mobile, Alabama, which I'm not terrified to be in Mobile, but it is not as comfortable as I am being, very fruity here. But there's this weird energy, especially from I don't know how to say this. It is most often white queer folks between the ages of like 18 and like 22 who are typically like some kind of like gender nonconforming. We've gotten a couple of like really nasty messages from that group of people who live in Salem, the same place that we do, being like, Salem is not a safe place, and like you don't get it, and like you're not like, just because you and Morgan are both cis passing, which is super cunty to say. Not cunty in a cute way, cunty in a rude way, because like when you say that I'm cis passing, you're saying that I look like a woman. So weird, deeply weird. Anyway, there are some people who have really big feelings about Salem and how unsafe it is, and it's not. Generally, it's not. It is. Oregon as a whole. Thank you so much, Silver Arrow, because I felt like that was bitchy. I was like, you're not getting the same looks from, like, white suburban moms in restrooms as you know what I mean? You're not realizing the looks that I'm getting from those folks. Yes. Yeah. The South is much unsafer. Thank you, Elliot. So weird. Thank you. Oh man, so fucking god. Hugh Jackman and I, we slept in separate beds on the Disneyland trip, but otherwise we're doing very well. Sorry, I'm just like off on a tangent. What the fuck was I saying? Oh my god. Yeah. Oregon, when it was founded, it's like, I think the only state that's like northern that was created with a law saying that people of color were not allowed to own property in Oregon. So she has like a huge like KKK history, very stressful, particularly in like Dallas, Oregon. A lot of places, including Salem, where we live, are listed as like sundown towns. If you don't know what a sundown town is, it's like places where typically, specifically black people, like you shouldn't be there past sundown, is the vibe. Rural Oregon is scary. Rural Oregon's very scary. Yes. Dallas, yeah. Lebanon's kind of rough. Sweet Home is very scary. I can only speak to my experience as a white person. Hi, Teeny Mina.
I hope you had a nice vacation.
Thank you so much. We did. It was lovely. Um, I don't, the Sundown Town Registry, I don't know how often they update it. What I can tell you for sure is that, like, specifically in Salem where we live, there are like a lot of like Mexican owned businesses, and in Oregon there is, depending on where you are, not so much in rural places, depending, but there's like a huge group of folks who like speak English as a second language, Spanish as a first language. Like a lot of like the high school that I went to had like a full like English as a second language program, so the kids wouldn't like fall behind. Yes. Yeah. We're sundown towns at one point, exactly. Yeah. So I am certainly not like, I would say for white trans people, it is probably safer for you to be most places in Oregon than in the South in terms of legislation and also like popular opinion about like your body and your rights. As a person of color, it's much, I don't know. I can't speak to that, but there are definitely some things to like look into in regards to Oregon. Do it, Seven. I love. Incredible. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's hard. I can only speak to my own experience. So that's part of it. I can also say that, like, in Salem, I've been called the F slur while walking, I think twice. Once? Twice? Oh, once. And when I was growing up in Albany, Oregon, that happened a lot. Um, yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, people everywhere, I think, are homophobic. So I don't know. The most like hate crimey thing that's ever happened to Morgan and I, in regards to like a passing comment in real life, was we were actually in Seattle, Washington, which is generally, hello, hi Emerson, so good to see you, baby. Yeah, and Colorado's like pretty vibey otherwise, so that's weird. But we were in Seattle by the gum wall taking pictures. Like there was like one picture we took while we were kissing, and somebody's like Republican dad was like, "Ew, like don't fucking do that in public." And in Seattle, Washington, the people he was with, as well as like the whole street, turn and are like, "What did you just fucking say? Like you don't get to say that." Sorry? Like, what is wrong with you? And the girly that he was with, who appeared to be like his daughter, I'm so sorry, welcome. Yeah, we're chatting about hate crimes. Bonkers. And literally, who appeared to be like maybe his daughter, was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Peanut, hi, darling. And, yeah. She specifically was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, it's okay. And it was like a yucky feeling, you know? Yes. Oh, it was great. It was uncomfortable, but it was great. We also, the other time I've been like screamed at in a way that was like actually scary was actually when Hannah and I were like 19 and we were walking to Disneyland. And I at the time was not presenting gender fruity like at all. We were just like two petite people walking together dressed vaguely femininely. And this man who was clearly experiencing some things, he was like going through it, I'm sure, just kept on screaming the F slur. And then he also kept on calling us butt fuckers, which in retrospect is very funny, but at the time was super scary. Because one, Hannah and I not fucking each other's butts. And then two, if we had been partaking in an activity that was intimate, it wouldn't have been that. I'm so sorry. Automat's not loving it. Benles, my favorite American brunette woman. How are you? No, for real. It was so much. Please do it. Anyway, it was very funny / terrifying. Oh my god. All right. Let's do this. You know, welcome to stream. My favorite American buttfucker. Yeah. If you're not familiar, I had a dream that Benles was an American brunette woman. It was very specific. They are not, as far as I know, any of those things. I guess what color is your hair, Benles? Oh my god. Oh my god. Arm applesauce, that would have been so good. We did meet Arm applesauce in Disneyland, which was incredible. It would have been very funny if you had said that you were Benles. Come for the fake crimes, stay for the hate crimes. Okay, road tripping and Disneyland Day 1. We're gonna call this Vlogs and Adventures. Oh my golly. What a time to be alive. Oh my god. Not the biblically accurate Benles. Oh my golly. Okay, what am I doing? English. Yas. Cutesy. Let's do this. Okay. I guess I should figure out like where this actually is, if it'll load for me. Yay, Brave Little Taylor, I'm so glad. Enjoy, it's so fun. Everyone make a Benles Sona, please. Oh my god. Speaking of Spider-Man, we did web slingers in Disneyland, which I hadn't done before. It was open the last time that we were there, but I just like wasn't interested in doing it. This is a lot of Hannah talking about water. Let's do this. And the way content warning, spoilers for web slingers, just so you know. I'm going to tell you if you don't know anything about it. It threw me for a fucking loop. What you do on that ride, y'all know how normally you're in like a ride at Disney that's like a shoot 'em up game, right? Where you're like aiming at something and you like have something that you're holding and you like press a button, right? So like Astro Blasters or Midway Mania or like any of those ones. Yes. Content warning, spidered man. Okay. They are using the futuristic technology of the Xbox Kinect, and instead of you having anything that you are like holding, it is your own hand. So you're web slinging like with your hands to hit the guys. I was really bad at it. My aim, miserable, terrible. Everyone else, much better, but it was bonkers. Yes, it does make you Spider-Man for real. Now, the Kinect obviously didn't work very well. This seemed to work well. I just was like so bad at it. I don't know why. I think it's because I was aiming like too. I don't know if I was holding my hand in a way that was weird. Excuse me, buddy. Did we not? Yeah, show me where this is. Mayhaps. Let's do this. Pew. Oh my god, hello! How are you? Berserky, welcome. The new Disney game. Do you mean Disney Dreamlight Valley? Because yes. The Connect star of Paranormal Activity Ghost Dimension. Penless, I'm so glad you brought that up because it is absurd. Disney Illusion? No. I don't know what that is. Interesting, interesting. We'll have to look that up. It's on the Switch. What's it on? Did you say? You did say on Switch. Interesting. Now, I will say, the Paranormal Activity movies, they're pretty good. I'm a fan. Submit this rating, buddy. Thank you. Incredible. It says the checks are fine, but I know that we have, like, background noise that is, like, Disney noise. Disney audios. Oh, cute. I love Sleepy Agent instead of Sleeper Agent. Oh my god. Morgan and I one time went through and watched like every Paranormal Activity movie, like most of them, over the course of like a couple of days. It was very fun. The first one is fine. I think it's the third one that's my favorite. I could be wrong. Just a little Sleepy Eepy Agent. So Sleepy Eepy. Oh no, that's not what I want. Oh god. Our like Linktree thing rebranded. Please. Now it's called Link Space instead of Willow. Buddy. Buddy old pal. Oh, so excited. Yes. I'm approving the login. What do you mean? What do you mean enter the security code? Oh, but I've okay. Now I have to. Okay. Oh my god. I'm so sick of these like double which oh my god. What are these things called? Double factor authentication? I'm sick of those. My URL nest. Oh my god. Wait, I'm going to go to that concert. You must be somewhere different, but I think ours is on. We're seeing Tessa and Francis Forever, I think, in September. Let me look at my calendar. Yes, September 1st. Two-factor authentication. Thank you. I know. I know that they're stopping me from crimes, but I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them, and I'm sorry about that. Let's post this. Nope. Not what I wanted. That is not a link. Not at all. Okay. Okay. Disneyland. Sorry, team. I'll be right back with you. Stunning. Okay. Incredible. I'm back. Oh my god. Pendlas, that's so many hours. Hello, Selena. Hello, hello. I know. Yes, it is me. Thank you so much. My name is Phoebe. My pronouns are they, them. If you'd like to share your pronouns or your name or whatever you'd like to share, we'd love to see it and know it and have it. Let us know. Tell us your thoughts. Tell us your feelings. Tell us your vibes. Taco salad, incredible. Stunning. This is they. You're perfect, Peanut. You're a star. Don't even worry about it, babes. Something weird about Twitch is there's all these buttons that you can click, and some of them are things and others of them aren't things, and you know. If you're ever confused, feel free to ask. What's going on? Okay, what I am going to try to do now, I believe, The taco salad after asking for pronouns. Amazing. Oh, Kate, I need to get some water. I'm just drinking tea right now. I'll get water soon, I promise. That's a good name for a cat. You have to. You must. Oh, Ghostboy, that's so fair. That happens to me all the time. So Morgan and I, our last name is May, right? And people just don't think that's a last name. So they read it backwards all the time. Mostly with Morgan because her first name is Morgan. So they'll be like May Morgan, and that's the opposite of her name. But you know, people also love to be like, oh my God, Phoebe and Morgan May, that's so cute that you guys have the same middle name. Which is absurd. It's absurd because we're married. Yam. Be right back, changing my name to Yam. Everyone at once. I love that everyone has the same brain cell right now. It is a family name. Love people picking their own last name. I'm very emotionally attached to my last name. Yam May. That's me. Oh my God. Married to the idea of being besties. Yes. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Morgan's last name used to be really long. I guess I won't say it for like doxing purposes. Did I post these Autopia ones? I did. Okay. Let me check and make sure that there's no nudes of me on this half of the screen. I don't think so. We were with friends for like all of vacation, so there shouldn't be. Morgan's favorite activity is to take pictures of me on vacation where I'm in various states of distress and undress. So it'll be like me with a migraine and a sunburn in the shower, just like crumpled over with like one boob over here and like one over here. I love. Okay. I think we might be able to do. I'm not seeing me naked. Listen, I'm shy. My friends are shy. We'll do this. That was Web Slingers. It was so good. I'm going to try to do all of these at once and see if it will let me. I think it's gonna end up being 2 videos. I think it'll be one like day 1 and road tripping, and then like the rest of trip, because I don't think we have that much content because we got distracted by having a fun time in Disneyland, which honestly, not a bad way to be distracted, you know? This would be day 2. Yes. Yep. We'll do that for now. That's true. We were staying in all the same room for cheapness. We were in this so unhinged hotel room that was supposed to be for like a family. So we had 2 queen beds and then a bunk bed, and Morgan called them like a twin XL bunk bed. And what it was actually was like a twin extra small bunk bed. So I had to be like diagonal to sleep. Thank God Hannah is so teeny tiny. But also she had to be on hard mattress the whole time, which sucked. Yeah, it was rough. Morgan and I swapped. So we got to like sometimes have the nice bed, which was good. Honestly, I feel like it was worth it for what we paid for the hotel. Um, because it would have been absurdly expensive. Disneyland day 2. Here we go. Oh, thanks so much. You're so sweet. Tall. We didn't have Blakey. We did have Jakey. So Jacob got to be in the bed the whole time, which was great. He also has. Oh, really? Do they not have it? You're perfect, baby. Do they not have twin beds? That's like our child-sized bed. I don't know. I don't even know how big a twin bed is. There's like full beds, and then a little bit smaller is like twin beds. I don't know. I don't have like measurements on them. These were like the width of a twin bed, but like shorter than a twin bed. Twin single. Yes. Yes. These were not long. The girl bed is a twin bed. Is she? I think she's a twin. I don't think she's a full. Queen in England? A college dorm bed. Small single, single, small double, double, queen, and king. Oh. Girl bed is a twin? Yes. Yeah, California King is unhinged. California King is just not twice as long. It's just a little bit longer, right? And then like an Alaskan King is like wider, supposedly. Twin, twin XL, double full, queen, king, California King. You deserve that, Berserky. You absolutely should have that. Okay. Morgan and I have a king bed. We don't do well sleeping together on a queen bed, mostly because we both get so hot. And we're like before bed snugglers, but not like during sleepy time snugglers. Absolutely not. No way. I would die. Oh, these are going to be so out of order. It's okay, though. It'll be good. It'll be fine. Okay. If I could. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, small single is 2 feet 6 inches. Single is 3 feet. Queen is 4 feet. Double is 5. King is 6. Oh, is double bigger than a queen? I did not know that. Hi, baby. How are you, Dorian? I don't think I can do these both at the same time. I may have to give up my plans of accomplishing something while on stream. Although, honestly, I could just reorder them off of stream. Mayhaps that is what I'll do. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Oh, God. Organic yam haps. Oh, my God. One time for, like, the Wordle, Morgan said, I think it's B-hap. And now anytime I hear mayhaps or now yam haps, I think of B-hap. It had to have been B-hap, not B-haps. Okay. These. No. Yeah, I think we are only gonna have enough content for 2 videos. I could have made like one like hour-and-a-half long video, but that wasn't what I was vibing. Yes. Give me the boys, please. Thank you. Wow, John. I love that for you, baby. You're committed. You are committed. You are attached to Wordle. Colorful? Let's get those. Get him out of here. What do you do for colorful? Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeehaw. Jesus, thank you, Berserk. That was not your fault. That was me. Is that the one I just did? No. No. What did we just do? Downloads? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I also have been listening to the Hunger Games books. Oh my god. In anticipation of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Very excited. I just finished Hunger Games and I'm now on Catching Fire. I have read them before. They're so good. A racing movie? Oh, is that the movie about like the video game racing? Because I think we saw that in theaters. Oh, they're so good, Organic Almond Butter. I haven't read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm very excited. I was so into Hunger Games when it happened, and it's still one of those like movies series that me and Hannah will like watch all three of them in a row. Bird and Snake book. So fair. Yeah, Gran Turismo. Yeah. Absolutely. Really, Dorian? Can I ask you why? Mostly because I am nosy. I promise I will not be judgmental. But I'm so curious. Also, did you read them? Because that's my more important question here. Oh my god, Emerson, that's hilarious. Listen, the books are free audiobooks at the library. It's like a prequel as far as I understand, and I know that President Snow is in it, but please don't tell me anything else, because I do not know. I just really fuck with Suzanne Collins. She's such a talented author. She's so lovely. Oh, perfect. Please. Please do. Yes, yeah. Way back. Way back. So excited. Yeah, I'm trying to pay like extra close attention to a couple of things on this reread. I've reread these books like a lot of times, to be clear. We also, Morgan and I are listening to Graceling together. I think she's going to try to like weasel out of it so that we don't have to anymore. It's got like a full voice acting cast, which when doing an audiobook, I don't want that. It's not what I'm interested in. Oh, Graceling's so good. The audiobook is terrible. The audio narrator for Hunger Games is fine. She does a good job. Her capital accent is really good, and I enjoy it a lot. Her voice that she does for Katniss, because she's so much older than Katniss, sounds absurd to me. The woman sounds like she's like 55 years old plus, probably. So her like Katniss voice is very like, I don't know. It sounds like she's trying to be like a cartoon preteen girl. It's like too, I don't know. I don't fuck with it so much. It is probably close to that. On Spotify. Okay. Oh, that's really fun. Office Boy. Thank you. I could be wrong. This full cast audiobook also has like music, which I also don't want. It is absurd. Yes. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Everybody else voice is fine. Her like capital people voices are really good. It's just her Katniss one that is annoying to me. I hate when they have music. I hate it. It's too long And it's so weird and it's always like very strange. I don't know. I don't know. Just the main character. Only the main person and it's being read from like her point of view. It's weird, but you know, here we are. Oh my god, happy birthday on Saturday. My little win. I don't know what my little win is. My little win is I'm probably going to. My little win is that I already have our first Disney vlog posted. I'm stoked about that. I wouldn't mind it if it was just music like in the background, but for this one, it's like every like line break, they do like a whole fucking like 20 seconds of weird audio that sounds like some like enchanted forest shit, like Oregon, like Salem, Oregon enchanted forest, like off-brand Disney weird medieval, but like not very good. It's very strange. Very strange. Ooh, painting a bed. That's fun. Love that for you, Berserky. Incredible. Stunning. Because, yeah, it's been too fucking hot out. Emma, that's so exciting. Oh my god. Fire Moonlight, that's incredible. Congratulations. I love that for you. Get some sleep, sweetheart. That's bonkers you're awake right now. Take a nap. Have a little snack. Make someone get you a snack. And also fluff up your pillow. Yeah. Holy shit. I love. Yes, absolutely. Pink Crocs. Oh my god, fun. Amazing. I just got my first pair of real Crocs from Disney. They're the black ones with the little like Mickey Mouse holes in them. People keep on being shocked that they have Mickey Mouse holes, and then in the same moment, people keep being like, "Oh my god, I love the little like heart holes in yours," and I'm like, "It's Mickey heads. They're little." That's fair. That's so fair. Mouse Crocs. That's true. Listen, I don't think the Crocs people saw it, and I don't think they're gonna give us a sponsorship, but I fucking wish. Please, Crocs. Please work with me, Crocs. I will pay you to pay me. Just some mouse holes. Oh my god. Okay, team, I have to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Hang out. You can leave. You don't have to. Get a snack. Stretch. All right. BRB. Hello, hello, I'm back, my darlings. Hello, hello. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all, I'll have a video? I can't talk. A video coming out soonish about it. But I got sent some binders from the cuties at For Them, and they kind of fuck. I'm a fan personally. I had heard a lot of folks say really good things about the For Them binders, especially if you were plus size. And then, like, more recently, I posted about them and had like two people respond being like, those don't fucking work if you're plus size. So I'm curious if anyone's heard anything or has tried them. If you are like larger than a size like 22, 24, if you have any thoughts, let me know. Yeah. What do you not love about it, Maddie? If you don't mind sharing, I would love to know. They have their max one that they sent me and then like the regular one. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I think that might be I've honestly never had a binder. That's not hard to put on. But yeah, it is a huge pain in the ass. It's better if you can be like completely dry. I have this disease where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just put one on. Like, I'm completely dry. I just got out of the shower and I'm as dry as I can possibly be. And that's not true. And so they like crinkle right here. And then it's impossible because it gets like curled up underneath. And so it's literally just me like this, sprinting out to Morgan. And I go, help. And she goes, on or off? And I go, on. And then she has to like untangle it for me. It's a struggle. It's so bad. So bad. This one I really dig though. Yeah. The max one I would say is worse for that. It does. It's sensory bad times. I've heard really good things about GC2B, and I had a GC2B one previously, and I have one now that I think I got at a plus size clothing shop that's probably like a size too big for me. And then all of a sudden there was some like kind of stressful shit going on with GC2B, and a lot of people were like, GC2B binders are bad. And I was like, is this the case? What's going on with them? What's happening? So if folks have feelings about that, just their quality has gone down. Heard. Okay. Something that I don't like about GC2B, but I think other people might like, is that it's like one flat panel in the front and then tightness. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, boo. That's stressful, Seven. Because the quality's gone down because they're like falling apart, they become dangerous to wear. I have seen trans tape. I've never used it before. I don't like things sticking to me. The For Them one, I would say, is not hot. Here, I'm doing this video later, but I'll just like give y'all the rundown. Hold on. Let me see. Did I put them here already? No. Okay, please hold, team. Where the fuck? They can't have gotten washed because I haven't worn them. Where? Hey, do you remember my binders and that stuff? Okay, hold on, team. Let me put on something different as pants so that I'm not. So that I've got something high-waisted happening here. That way the internet won't fight with me so much. Maybe these jeans? Please hold. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right. I'm just going to pull these up as high as possible on me. And honestly, most binders are like, I would say like crop tank top adjacent. Why can't I speak today, friends? Okay, I'm starting with my free label one that they just sent me that I'm going to wear backwards for me, but correct ways for everybody else, so that y'all can see the vibes here. Okay. I probably honestly just need to like, oh my god, okay. Content warning, breast jump scare. Hello. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. This is what I look like in something that is like actually a bra on purpose. Who put those there? Why are they jumping? Who put those things back where they came from, or so help me? Okay. This is the situation. In terms of my like experience with testosterone and fat redistribution, I used to have like incredibly dense breasts. Meaning that like of the like fat tissue in them, they were like real solid. Real solid. I've never, before gaining my 26-year-old chunk, I did not have cleavage. Now I do, but I've always had like very substantial like under boob. If that makes sense. So now that I am on testosterone, if I am like this, I would say my breasts look fairly normal. You're like, okay, that's what boobs look like. And then when I lay down and I'm like flat or like on my back, they like are concave. Very strange. Teardrop shaped boobies. That is what I have. Yes. I love the Tomboy X compression top. That's another one that I wear. I also, because I'm somebody who has like chronic migraines that have way more to do with like my like shoulder and like back and neck tension, I'm someone who has to have a bunch of different options. Otherwise, I'm going to make myself sick. So, okay, this is like pretty standard. And this is a Free Label Danny bra that I wear it this way. It's supposed to also be able, you like, it's like a nursing bra additionally. That's why these are like this, so you can like rip out a boobie. So I'll swap it around so y'all can see. It's like a very high neck situation, which I really like because I'm not somebody who's wearing a lot of like, what are they called? Like tank tops underneath things. So this kind of like works as that and is generally very comfortable. This bra is $98. It is a very small company based in Canada. And they're like ethically, sustainably made, and they're using like bamboo fibers and like something else. The folks at Free Label are lovely. This is like a very high price point. Nursing bra for the Tamagotchi. Stop, please. Okay, so this, I have some flattening that's happening here. I have this one also in a green color that you've probably seen. Yes, I really dig this. This works well for me. If I hadn't been gifted this, I probably would buy one. No, you're perfect. Rip one out, rip it off. Okay, so this is my like high situation that I have going on here. Yes. Okay, now we have the For Them like regular binder, which I think you're supposed to be able to wear both backwards and forwards because it's got two different options. So it's got this like V higher neck thing that it does. And I would say it's a pretty similar compression amount to that other one. And then it's got like a lower scoopier thing. I probably won't wear it the scoopy way because it creates like cleavage. The bamboo is so soft, it's ridiculous. Free Label has a buy sell Facebook group where you can get cheaper used things. Hell yeah. Thank you. Yes, this is like their like sage. Their sizing also with For Them is, I think it's technically by like your cup size, but they've given them names that like start with that letter. So it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but it's like, I think I'm like a G. Hold on. Yeah, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'll show you the backwards way also. Yes, I'm a G in this one, which is Gemini. Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be able to be worn both ways. So this is like scoopier if you wanted like this part showing, but it has like cleavage right here. Yeah, I have no fucking clue. They do make larger sizes. They do make larger sizes. I will say, like, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but like my melons, they're melaning, like for sure. And when they're inside of anything, they do compress pretty easily because that tissue is not as dense. But there is a lot. This one is not free label. This is the for them one. The last one was free label. This is for them. I think their sizing goes up to, hold on. The free label one, I'm an XL. For them. I think they go to like a, let's shop. The binder. Yes. So this is their sizing. Screen share. These are like, I think like $50. Again, this was gifted to me. This is, you know, something I was given. But, so yes, I'm a G and they go to K. And this is what like this is. I'm 46 for like my like breast fullness. Yeah. Oh, they got options. They got options. Don't be scared. Okay. And then the other one is like a more compressive one from them. Let me grab it for you. And I'm the size up in that one because sizing runs a little bit small on those guys. So this one, which is like super uber flattening. Let me see. This one is an H for hypnotic. Just kind of fun. Oh my god. Jeepers Christ. And this one is like very flatsy. Very flat, serious flatness time. Super flat. It is definitely a little bit pinchier than the other ones like here. And it's not, this one's not one that I would wear like all day and be not worried about. This is one that I would probably only wear for like 10 hours max. Yes. This is what this one looks like. Spicy. Okay. And then I actually have a GC2B one. Hold on. But I think it is, I don't know when this one is from. This is a 3X in GC2B. Fashion show at lunch. Okay, hold on. This is a 3X, so it's probably actually like a size too big for me. I just don't really fuck with anything about this. For a couple of different reasons. Yeah. And it may be because it's a size too big. And like the print on it is cute, but like I know that the way 7, and you're right. You're right, but are you not supposed to hold on. Come here, team. Come here. Are we not supposed to, like, if it's like something that fits like a sports bra? I'm hearing you, 7. I'm hearing you, and I am not the end all. I don't know anything about anything. But if it's something that fits you well and is mainly a compression top, are we not supposed to wear it for that amount of time? Because, like, I have to say, like, for them one, not the pinchy one, but the regular one, it feels to me like essentially the same as a sports bra with just like different cuts on it. But this is terrible. Technically, no, but it's typically less bad if you do. Okay, heard. Heard. So heard. And I'm sorry about your ribs, and I love you. I hate how many boobie rules there are. Just let me not have boobies anymore. Let me not do that, please. Let them be gone. Anyway, isn't this so bad? I think it's partially because it's a size too big, but it's also like the way that it, like, in order to safely wear like binders and like compression things, you're supposed to like grab your boobies and scoop them up so they sit higher, right? You don't want them to be like pressed down against you. Ooh, same place, unfortunately, right now, Maddie. I just have to call Legacy and see if that therapist has sent over the stuff. It sounds like the therapist had like they're like switching over their whatever way that they do shit. Yes. First chiropractor I went to told me I had a rib out of place, and I was like, interesting. And now I wear a compression top. Yeah, you scoop them up and out, and like this doesn't have any coverage for me up and out. So if we see this like unhinged, like that's my boob right here, you know? That is my breast. Oh my God, you can actually see my scar kinda. Anyway, it's too much. It's too much, it's not what we're looking for. I also like the Tomboy X one. That one I would say is less compressive than the For Them like standard binder. But like this for me feels super comfy, not hurting my shoulders. There's like no pressure on my ribs. It just feels like a very gentle like hug. The overspill. Yes. Yes. Chiropractors are fake anyway. Oh my God. Thanks. I'm excited, but a little annoyed. The other thing is that they're like trans patient care coordinator only works like, I think it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So there's only like 3 days a week I can call them, and I'm scared. I love overspill. Now we know. This, I feel like, I don't know what the difference. It's probably that this is the correct size for me and that the GC2B one is a size too big, but like they've clearly made a point to make sure that overspill is not an issue, which is great because that's what we want. Delicious. Let me see. Do we have... Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Putting them on is so bad. So bad. Taking them off, possibly worse. The squeeziness of them is nice. It's comfy. It's cutesy, you know? You're like, ah, yes, a hug. A hug. It is like a thunder jacket. You're just creating a medley up there, Seven. Incredibly creative. We love it. Sing it for us. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it's just bad? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Morgan and I took a nap yesterday at like, oh my God, I don't even know. From like 2 p.m. to like 5 p.m. We were just passed out. And I just know that our sleep schedule is going to be fucked up for the next like full week. Ooh, okay. That's fun. Oh my God. We were at Disneyland watching Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. I don't know if y'all are familiar, but that man has a line in Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln where he says, and this isn't funny, it's just funny in the context of Mr. Lincoln. He's like, you should either stand up for your country and be there and do the things, or we may as well commit suicide. And so all at once, me and Hannah, he means like the country is committing suicide if like people aren't like working hard to be patriotic, whatever, whatever, whatever. It's just like out of nowhere. I know. So me and Hannah and Jacob and Morgan all look at each other and we're like, oh my God, Abraham, that's so serious. That's too much, Abe. At Disneyland, at the Disneyland. Absurd. It's so good to see you, Miss Bees, please. I know. So we were making jokes about it the whole time. Oh my God. Strange behavior. Also, Hannah has this really good impression. I don't think she'll let me like post it as like a full thing on the internet, but it's like her pretending to be Mr. Lincoln and she's like doing his like animatronic eyes. And it's so funny. He's terrifying. He's terrifying. I think it's like an opening day attraction at Disneyland. I'm almost positive. It must not be, actually. It must not be because I don't think they had. But anyway, in the ride, it's not a ride, it's like a show. Abraham Lincoln is an animatronic and he like stands up from a chair and sits down from a chair. And it's like, was a really big deal in animatronics, which is fine. But he's still very scary. And also there's this whole, they're terrifying. They're so scary. And then there's like this whole section of the show. There's this song called Two Brothers, and it's about the fucking Civil War. And the whole premise of the song is like one brother was in the Union and one was in the Confederacy. And they're like, one was patient, one was kind. Like, both the brothers were really good. And it, like, ripped a family apart. And, like, the one that was a Confederate soldier died. And every single time I'm in the audience, I'm like, yeah! Fuck that guy! Be dead, motherfucker! You fucking racist piece of shit! Be dead! It's rough. Literally, we hate Jasper. Yes, Maddie. That's what they're doing. And it's so fucking weird. It's also in the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot. It's like that same song. Yes. And the song is like, both brothers are good and both of them were lovely and a family was torn apart. And it's so sad that the brother that was a racist died. And every time I'm like, what's obnoxious is the song does kind of go hard. Like, it's sort of, like, folksy, and there's, like, a beautiful woman's voice singing. But no. No, you're not going to make me feel bad about Jasper from Twilight dying. He should be dead. That sucks. It's so rough. It's so rough. I will say that song at least makes more sense in the context of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Because, you know, his whole thing is, like, the Emancipation Proclamation type shit. But just watching it, I was just like, I don't know, guys. Please take this out of... And we're just there, obviously, for the air conditioning, right? Because it's a place to sit down for 20 minutes and not die of heat stroke. But, like, dear God, Disneyland, I need y'all to, like... I love what we're doing with Splash Mountain. I need us to carry that energy over into, like, Frontierland, where there's, like, a statue of a Native American chief that I just really fucking don't think should be there. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. You're so right, Kay. You are so right. We're talking about Disneyland and World being like weirdly racist for no reason. And listen, I think what's so fucking annoying about the parks is that any time they make a point to be like, let's not be weirdly racist and sexist in a way that people loved in the 1955 when the park opened, people like lose their fucking minds. You know, the whole like save Splash Mountain shit, unhinged, stupid. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to be so much better than Splash Mountain ever was. There's no reason. That's so true, Squid Ink. It's really bad. And you're right. Oh, interesting, Bardwitch. You mean like old people who live in America? Because yes. So true. So true. Yeah, Pirates has actually been changed a couple of times. Like before they took out the girly pop, the girly pops being like auctioned off. Like now they have like she's like the auctioneer and she's like the hot girl, right? Hello, hello, Jennifer, welcome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Um, Previously, there was a very stressful part where some man was talking about like assaulting a woman, and they just like kind of took that out without anybody noticing and replaced it with him talking about Captain Jack Sparrow. They were like, ha ha ha, we're just going to change his words here because, oh my God, how did somebody approve that? And there's a lot of things like that, I would say, in Disney parks. Hello, Whiskey Liege. It's so good to see you. Good to see everyone. I'm trying to not be so sleepy. Oh, my Tamagotchi's doing well. I got another character, like the same one twice, and I had previously like taken very good care of it to get that character, and this time I was essentially just like emotionally abusing this Tamagotchi. And she's the same like good care character, so I'm concerned that I have to have her be like on the verge of death for me to get like other options, which is kind of a bummer. Yes. I've seen a lot of modern vampire narratives feature the romantic South idea thing. Yes, 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 yes. Squid Ink, listen, they would love to do that. I'm so sorry to be this guy, but do y'all know that in Liberty Square in Disney World, there is a. There's a chunk. Okay, so the thing about Disney is that, like, every area, when you swap over into a new land, they change the ground, which if you were looking down, it like makes you like look up is what it's supposed to do. They have a lot of like weird like subliminal messaging things like that are just supposed to kind of like further immerse you. Yeah, further immerse you in the experience. And in the Liberty Square, in the like ground, there is poop. Yeah. There's like a different, like a darker toned piece of the like ground that's also like rocks and concrete and whatever, but it is literally meant to be like poop. It is supposed to be the poop that people have thrown into the streets because they didn't have plumbing at the time, and it's also supposedly the reason why there's no bathroom in Liberty Square. You have to like go to a different land to use the restroom, and Liberty Square is like a very small area. But it is literally supposed to be a poop river. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can find a picture of it for you. Poop trail. Yeah. Yeah. It's so silly. Oops. Get out of here, buddy. I want like a better picture. You can kind of see it here. You can kind of see it here, but it's like this is like the regular ground, and this is supposed to be poop river that's been thrown into the streets, and you can see it here too. Like this is poop river sludge. No, I don't. Just from the horsies. Let me see if I can find a better picture of it. Yeah. Okay. This you can see. This it's easier to see the texture. This is Poop River, and this is regular. This is Harbor House. Ugh, I would die for Columbia Harbor House. They have this thing called like the Lighthouse sandwich that is like this like hummus and like veggie sandwich. It's so good. They also have, this is a shop that's entirely for Haunted Mansion that's called Memento Mori, and it's so good. In Disneyland, there's only like a little cart. So sorry. Welcome to Poop River. Welcome. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. They also in Disney World they have the tangled bathrooms that are like beautiful, and the little like water area bridge next to them. There's all these little hidden Pascals where it's like because he's a chameleon, so it's like him as like different colors like hidden, and you have to like try to find them. It's so good, so good. I love Disneyland and Disney World for very different reasons. Large party dining in a sit down place. At World or at Land? At Disneyland. That's a tough one. Generally speaking, if you are looking for indoor and air conditioned with a lot of folks, what you're gonna want to do is mobile order, and then have somebody like scope out whatever indoor area you're going to and like watch like a hawk to see a family leave so that you can like swoop in and take their spot. Red Rose Tavern has some seating. I think the like Mexican place, what's it called? Ranch? No, maybe I'm thinking of. It is Rancho del Zocal. That one's got some seating indoors ish. Yeah. That's a good one. It's much easier at Disney World than it is at Disneyland. Galactic Grill has some outdoor seating. We didn't go to Rancho this time. Also, Batu, if you go to, God, is it Docking Bay 7? Is that the name of the Star Wars place? That one indoors is like big, but it's like very busy. So if you were eating at a time where like not a lot of other people would necessarily be there, it'd be easier for you to snag a spot. Also, I would say it kind of depends on how many chunky people you have in your group because it is always easier to find those like terrible like high seats or like weird like barrel things that are not big enough for anyone's ass if you're over the age of like 20. So if you're a bunch of like little teeny boppers, you will probably have an easier time. But if you are trying to make sure that you have seating for chunky people in your group as well, that's something you might want to be aware of is that certain places are going to have like more better seating. Oh, Emerson. I miss Disney World so much. She's so good. She's so good. She was built so huge. The state of Florida is so terrifying to me right now. So I don't think that we'll be back there for a hot minute. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime. I'm trying to think if there's another one. Yeah, Disneyland just generally speaking is smaller and less air conditioned, which is kind of rough. Hello. Hi, Echo. Good to see you, darling. Did you go Whiskey Luge, which park did you go to? Was it just Magic Kingdom? Because listen, Epcot, she's beautiful. Hollywood Studios, she's a party. Animal Kingdom, I love her. I love her desperately. Oh my God. Did you die? Did you pass out? 4 in one day? Holy shit. Oh my God. That's terrible. The Epcot ball. She's the hottest girl in school. We all know it. You must have been so tired. Did you have a car or did you do Disney transportation? Oh, I love that for you. That's incredible. Oh my God. Yeah, no. Oh my God. They're so far apart. I feel like sometimes people come from the West Coast, like they've been to Disneyland a couple of times, and then they go to Disney World and they're like, yeah, park hoppers. Like, we're going to get park hoppers. We're going to go to like every park in like one day and like do all these things. And it's like, baby, they're like a solid 20 minutes apart depending on what park you're at. The Disney buses are tough. Disney Transport, listen, they're good. They just sometimes they don't show up for like 30 minutes. I love her. I love her. I loved working at Epcot so much. And then I hated it so much. It was like a dream job. And then we closed for, the rising pandemic. And then we opened back up. And I was the one I was a park entry coordinator, like supervisor essentially. So I was the one getting screamed at and spat on by Republican dads who were like, I don't want to have to wear a mask to the parks. Whew. Yeah, you're right, Silver Arrow. Absolutely. I hope Epcot Ball's having a great day. I worked at Epcot, and technically the Epcot Ball's name is Spaceship Earth, and I will never call her that because she's the Epcot Ball. She's a big fucking ball. Yeah, I had a coworker who got smacked by one, which was rough. I hope she's balling. Hope she's having the best time. I will say the Epcot Ball is a ride. She's not a thrill ride, but you do go backwards for like 2 seconds. I had no idea they had a ride in there. I thought she was just for the drama. Yes, exactly. Epcot Ball is like the bean. Exactly. She's a ride. Yeah. Oh my God. She's a ride. She's called Spaceship Earth because she's supposed to literally be Earth. And it's talking about like the Earth is our spaceship in the universe. So technically she is shaped like the Spaceship Earth that we're all on right now, which is boring. There should be a ride in the bean. That would be incredible. Get in for sexualizing Epcot? Y'all are menaces. Menaces. As you say it, Gemini, I don't know that we should say bean ride. Okay. Hey, team. All right. Okay. All right. Please. Please, chat.
She's a ride and I love her, but she's also the Epcot Ball. Spaceship Earth? I don't know her.
Thank you, Krista. You're absolutely correct. Oh my God. Oh my so God. Oh, my nails that say Dirtworm. They're doing well. They're gel nails and they just got long enough. Let's restart the loads combos. No. Anyway, I clipped my fingernails. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but they were getting too long and I was fucking sick of them and I didn't want to like rip off my entire like gel nail thing that I had. So I just cut them. And they're fine. Dirtworm. Dirtworm. Yes. Absolutely, Bardwitch. We always tried to make it so that like you could just barely tell that it was a face. So we'd like put like our ear hats on like sideways and like glasses like down here and try to get like the weirdest face adjacent thing. I won't be getting Dirtworm knuckled hats, but I support anybody who wants to. That's true. Yeah. And it's like Beetlejuice, but get in, we're sexualizing Epcot. Y'all. Please. No. No. I think my next, like, finger letters that I'm going to get, I think I'm going to get they, them. I think that'll be cute. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure after that, but I think I'll just keep trying. I do love to get stuck on Spaceship Earth. Crybaby's really cute. Hey. Oh, cute. I have my little bug, but he needs to get redone real bad. Sweet, sweet lemon was clearly trying to not hurt me. And I was like, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay. I love that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get top surgery. I might get nipples tattooed back on. I'm not sure. I don't think I'd get like photorealistic nipples though. I think they'd be like hearts or stars. Mm-hmm. Gremlin cutie, I love that. Frowny faces. Heart nipplers. Ooh, diamonds could be fun. Adventure Time Blood Sword, I love that. Bees. Trauma masks his nipples, please. Oh my god. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting, all of these. A third nipple is a treat. I have seen someone on the internet who has like eyeballs for nipples, and they're very fun. Thanks, Trevor. Hello. Beep beep boop bop. I do have to tell you, seeing your name reminded me of the Tay Beep Boop drama. Have we all seen that? Have we heard? No? Tay Beep Boop? No. Okay, so it's this person. It's very strange. Hold on. I'm pulling up TikTok. Everybody be cool. It's this person who does DIY content. What I need is no sound. I think they completely took down the video. But it was them.
I'm about to be.
Good God. Complaining and saying that someone had copied them. But their complaints made no sense. They're just like normal things that anyone who's been on Pinterest as a white woman in the past like 10 years would have seen. Let me see if somebody... Vid. Here we go. Is this it?
I'm about to be.
Okay, are we ready, team? Yeah. Are we ready? We are. Oh, we're talking about TV Boop. Girly, their colors. Okay, I think this is it.
So petty, and I've never done something like this before, but there is a large creator who is just getting out of hand. So this is my mossy mirror that I made, and immediately she makes this.
So different. That's different. Two, number one, that's different. Number two, everyone's seen a moss mirror. Yes. And it wasn't immediately. Also, hers was not supposed to be a moss mirror, and she ended up turning it into a moss mirror because like what she was trying to do didn't work well. They don't look even vaguely similar.
Which is like fine. That's the coincidence, whatever. I have this green squiggle art gallery, and now she does too.
Also messed up because this girlie actually had a green squiggle like line and art gallery thing in her old apartment, and she moved into a house. Karen, yes, so true, Berserky. And you're right. Why is she making DIY content if she doesn't expect people to recreate it? Deeply strange. But also, literally, Karen is recreating a thing that she already had in her apartment. Nobody can squiggle like me. Yes, okay.
The difference is she's hanging something else, so that's different. That's creative.
So snotty to say that's different, that's creative. Also, she made all of those like cereal bowls. They are creative. They're very cool. You wouldn't download a moss mirror.
But she's also ripping off my boyfriend's art.
This is absurd.
Art, I have a monster head art gallery. He makes monster heads. They're so realistic and beautiful. This is her version.
That's not true. Because also everyone's been doing these since the year probably 2010. Like, what? Huh? How is that even close to copying? Now, if this was copying your boyfriend's like sculptures, then yeah, this would be a terrible recreation of your boyfriend's sculptures. It is so obviously not that. It is so clearly a completely different thing.
Monster Head Art Gallery. Then I painted my room green and blue. They're very abnormal color choices, and
Such an abnormal color choice. So random.
I got a lot of hate for it, but I really love it, and I spent months choosing the colors. Look at what colors she's doing for her kitchen, and she's painting her appliances. So that's just like another weird coincidence.
Yeah. What an abnormal color choice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
And she hung up this cake wallpaper that just happens to be my actual wallpaper line that I have. Look,
She bought the wallpaper from your wallpaper line that you sell. That is your wallpaper. She supported you by buying your wallpaper. She's literally mad. She's mad that she bought her product, and also, by the way, posted and tagged you and was like, hey, people, this is this cool wallpaper that I got from this person. Like, you should buy some also. Yes.
look at this photo. Orange couch, wallpaper, Monster Head Art Gallery. That orange couch is literally the knockoff of my orange couch. And
To say that someone's orange couch is a knockoff of your orange couch is, first of all, bitchy. I cannot begin to imagine seeing something and being like, that's literally a knockoff of the one that I have. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
that's my wallpaper, which is fine. Anyone can buy it. I also created a gradient room where my whole room is gradients. And then she decided to make an ombre room. Strange.
It's just what? Isn't that wild? Is that not absurd? Only one can have orange couch. A gradient room versus an ombre room. These are just very like, what? That's my next move. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. It's so weird. It's so weird. Can y'all imagine if we were like, here's our fruit mural, and then somebody else painted a fruit mural, and we were like, ugh. And they literally painted a fruit mural. Like, what? Are you kidding me? I want the couple scandal. Mock me, dear, $500,000, please. I have seen a little bit, not a ton.
Strange coincidence.
Oh. What's happening now? It says it's still going, but it's paused. Here we go.
And I was like, please stop copying me. And she said, I don't want to copy. I'm about to be so petty, and I've...
Like, what's happening? Okay. This is just like 5 minutes. Something's happening weird. Okay. Anyway, is that not completely absurd? I can't even buy real fruit now. No, for real, Gemini. So strange. Yes. Yeah. Just like really absurd behavior. And so this poor girl, Karen, posted this video being like, she blocked me, and I'm getting a lot of mean comments from people saying I'm copying her, and like, Here's like the timeline with which I made these things. Yeah. In her apology, she makes a point to be like, sorry, like that was completely wrong. I just had like no idea that people get inspiration from all kinds of things. What? Like what? If anyone else in chat also likes cross stitching, meet me in the parking lot. It's time to fucking duel. Like what? Yeah, exactly, Gemini. So weird. Yes, I think she took down her wallpaper because the girlie was super fucking mean about it. Sorry, I've never heard of being inspired before. Yeah, and I also think she pulled out the ukulele. I think as someone do it myself, just me on the internet. I think there have definitely been times where like perhaps Morgan and I have like I'm trying to think of like a specific example, but I really can't think of anything. But there are definitely times where I see something that someone else has done and I'm like, "Oh, that's like kind of similar to that thing that we did." And like I feel like their thing's doing like a lot better. And like that's frustrating. You know what I mean? But I would never Oh my god. I was inspired by Colleen. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of get it. Like I kind of understand the sort of like jealousy of like I thought I was doing something cool and it didn't get as much like you know, as much love as I thought it was going to get for something that we did. And somebody else does something similar and like they're getting a shit ton of good things happening for them. Like that, it's a bummer. That's exactly what it is, Seven, is you're allowed to have feelings. You do not get to tell everyone about it though. Especially, and what it is like, you can tell everyone about it, but you shouldn't as a content creator. It's just like a super bold move to be like, let me shit on people for buying my wallpaper. Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Face claiming no doubles culture. Yeah. And you should bitch about it to your friends. Like you could she absolutely should have been like, am I bonkers? Or is it like really frustrating that I feel like this girl is doing a lot of things that are similar to me? You know what I mean? Yes. That's what I'm saying, Maya. For neurodivergent friends, cruises in a big way. Big way. Cruise, absolutely. Do the cruise. Do the cruise unless you have a lot of love for the parks and you really want to be at the parks. Absolutely. Quickly. No, for real, Amy. It's so weird. So weird. She said her friends are the ones that validated her and that's why she posted it. No. Oh, her friends are bad. We are not a Heartstopper household. I've heard very good things about it. I know that Seven really likes Heartstopper. Okay. Do it, baby. So little walking on the cruise. So vibey. They own cruises we can't go anymore. Terrible friends. Terrible friends. And also, like, I don't know, Morgan and I a lot, I'll be like, here's a comment that somebody posted. Am I a huge bitch for thinking that this is like incredibly deeply rude? And sometimes, Hannah or Jacob will be like, okay, so like I think what this person's intention was this. You know what I mean? You do need friends to call you out on your shit. Oh, cute. Yeah, no one's allowed to go to Disneyland anymore because the goofs went. Sorry. Write that down. You can't go. Oh, yeah. A certain amount of park tickets per year and your little feet and sensory issues are scared. Yeah, the cruise, so vibey. You can relax for any amount of time. You can nap whenever the fuck you want to. You can just like lay by the pool. They've got all these different activities you can do that you don't have to do. In the parks, I would say I feel much more like I'm like wasting my money if I'm like sitting around. And in the cruise, I don't have those feelings. Yeah. Thank you so much, darling. You're so sweet. Okay, if you love alcohol, don't go on a Disney cruise, go on a different one, I will say. We are Morgan is like sober for realsies. I'm like sober for the most part. My words are going really good today. Nobody look at me. But anyway, if you love alcohol, if you're stoked to like party on a cruise, don't do Disney because the alcohol is very expensive and it is probably not worth it. Um, so good word. So good word. What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, listen. I have to like kind of be a bitch about something. It is not included. And on other cruises it is, and it's because on Disney cruises they don't want you getting messy. They don't. And the drinks are like $15 each. Yes. Yeah. I always forget that other people like enjoy alcohol, and so I forget to say that. But yeah, just so you know, personally, I am someone, if there is a child who is screaming because they're either having fun or having a bad day or like whatever, versus a grown ass adult that's inebriated, that's like being loud or stressful or making a problem, I would way rather be around the screaming child, which is why Epcot is the place to get messy. I am very pro Disney cruise because alcohol piss water. If that's your experience, then you're going to want to be on a Disney cruise. If that's not your experience and you like to get absolutely wasted, which I love and support for you, drink water, but like I love and support you. Yeah. I also don't mind if a kid's like bumping into me or like, you know what I mean? We had the cutest kiddos behind us when we were having food at Docking Bay 7, and it was these two very cute little girls who were like sprinting in circles and kept on like, just, you know how kids like, they just don't, they're just like little like tubes, little like excited car tubes, and so they just like smash into you. They're so funny, so cute. Yeah. Unlimited free soda on the Disney cruise. Their coffee does cost money if you want like a little latte. It's not included, but so good. Oh, I have to be a huge bitch though. I have to be a bitch about something that I need y'all to like sign an NDA about this, because this is something that happened I think like 2 years ago, and I couldn't talk about it then, and I need to talk about it now. And we're not going to try to like seek out this person, okay? But okay, so like Shein does a lot of like stealing of people's designs blatantly. Obviously, we have all seen like the Shiny by Nature overalls next to the Shein overalls, and like clearly that's what they're doing, is they're like copying it and they're stealing it, and that sucks. We're actually not talking about Shiny by Nature right now. I'm not talking shit about that, but we can talk shit about that later if you have an interest. Pin it. We'll put a pin in it. Okay. A couple years ago, there was a creator, a trans creator, who was making these like pins and I think shirts that was their own handwriting, and they were like pronoun things. So it'd be like they, them, you know, she, her, he, him, it's like, you know, that was, and they were like, I think they were embroidered, I think is what they were. They may have been printed, I'm not sure. Okay. They made this whole post about how Hot Topic was stealing their design because Hot Topic was making beanies and pins, I think, that were pronoun pins and beanies that were like kind of like a scrawly font that looked like handwriting adjacent, but was obviously a font. And tell me if I'm bonkers. Tell me if I'm bonkers, but I do not think that that is original enough to have been them stealing from you. Because what you've taken is one thing that's like very popular, lots of people are doing, pronoun merch, pronoun pins, pronoun whatever. And another thing, like scratchy, handwriting-y style, super common. I feel not particularly interesting, not Now, if it had been that on top of like something else, like perhaps there's like a woodland creature for each pronoun and they're the ones like doing the writing. You know what I mean? Thank you, Andy. And I know that Hot Topic has stolen shit before. I was like, buddy, I don't think that's it. I do not think that's it. Oh, I feel like it would be rude to talk about it, to be like, hey, I think that this person is overreacting. Like they were like a small shop, like artist, like creator. Like there's no point in being like, hey, I think you're fucking wrong, buddy. You know, like I don't want people to seek that person out. I don't want them to be like, actually, you're silly. Devastated that this person is making me defend Hot Topic right now. For real. That's how I feel, Seven. It was definitely not their handwriting. Like, for sure was not. They just had, like, kind of scrawly handwriting, and the font was, like, also kind of scrawly. You know? Thank you, Coco. We have, the only people we've ever had, I think, public internet beef with have previously been Trisha Paytas, and I think technically now we have beef with Shiny by Nature. Just a little bit. Just a smidgen. Yes, yeah. And the other thing is that that person was like so upset. So upset. They were like very concerned. They had a lot of big feelings about it. And I don't think that it would have, you know, made them. I don't know if Shiny by Nature knows about our beef. I feel like they might, because apparently people like went and like tagged us in their shit to be like, just came here from a couple of goofs. Just so you know, I support you. Which is like bold. And I think if they tried to click on us at that point, then they, you know, then found out that they were blocked. Let me read the emails back and forth. Hold on. Oh. Oh my God. Please. Okay, do you want to hear? Why the fuck would they tag me? Go, yeah. Okay. Hold on. April. Yes. Okay. Are we ready? I'm reading it. I'm reading the emails between us and Shiny by Nature. Yes, literally. Okay, so the Shiny by Nature situation is that number one, they do pre-orders and they oversell the pre-orders, and then they don't tell anybody that their shit is going to be like so late, right? So like they say like this is a 6-week pre-order, your, you know, clothes are going to be shipped out by 6 weeks or whatever, and then actually the clothes get shipped out like months after that, which is bonkers. They make plus size clothing, and the creator is always like, this is clothes for girls with a big ass. And I never noticed she was doing that, but she does not talk about tummies, does not talk about, we can, Kay, we can. They say plus size, but then like all of their shit is just for like very, like, it's for like hourglass shapes, which is unfortunate. I've not spent a lot of time with their size chart, but that makes a lot of sense to me. It is not really plus size. It's to fit bodies like hers. Absolutely. Yeah. She also has this like weird, she's on like a fitness journey now and shares a lot of content about that. And literally, yes, keeps on talking about how she's so much healthier now. She posted a thing that was like, people keep on commenting and saying like, now that I'm like on my like health and fitness journey, that like people, you know, that they're disappointed because they're not seeing representation. And like, that's just not fair because I'm so much healthier now, which is dangerous. Okay. Absolutely fucking dangerous to say, because first of all, like to equate health and thinness is like a real problem. Obviously, I think all of us know that. It's not fucking cute. She's implying that being fat isn't healthy. And like, maybe for some folks, maybe you would, like, maybe there are some people who've had the experience of, you know, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not, it's not interesting to post about on the internet, because it is what the vast majority of society thinks, and it is very rarely the case for an individual. Like, most people who are fat have been fat their whole life and will continue to be fat. And some folks have like, you know, health issues that also thin people have, but they are specifically like a marginalized group because they are fat and doctors don't take them seriously. It really feeds into fat phobia. Exactly. It's very hurtful to the body positive movement and the body neutrality movement, and incredibly hurtful to the fat liberation movement. She avoids the words fat. It's like, exactly, a thing to share with friends, not the internet. Exactly. Thinner does not mean healthier. It can sometimes, but it's just like, it's not relevant, especially as a content creator, especially as someone who knows that you have like a majority group of people who are much more likely to have experienced disordered eating or have like eating disorders who would be like triggered by that kind of content. Yes. Absolutely. So she is like an influencer. So most of that is her posting it on her own page, I think, and not her TikTok that's like the company thing. Like, it proves their point exactly. Yes. She also only says she's curvy. Yeah. Not a thing to build engagement on. No. It's rough. So a lot of times weight gain is needed to improve health. There's all kinds of things. There's all kinds of fucking things. But generally speaking, her TikTok is promoting her Shiny by Nature stuff, her company. Yes. Okay. So there's that, which is just generally like gross. Okay. What I would love to say as someone who is a content creator, like both Morgan and I obviously are content creators who are plus size, who occasionally talk about like food and like other things that we're doing. If skinny and healthy were the same thing, they wouldn't be two separate words. So fucking true. Yes, we'll get to that, Echo. Hold on. We'll get to the emails, but hold on. I just want to say, like, it is so important to be cautious about the way that you talk about things. It is so important to be aware of the fact that, like, there are things that you are saying that people are going to hear and take in a way that is specific and bad, right? So, like, we have a tendency when talking about food, instead of saying like healthy food, to say like nutrient dense food, right? I'm never going to say that like a food is like a healthier choice, because that doesn't make any fucking sense to say, because it might be for some folks and it isn't for other folks. Do you know what I mean? It's yucky. It's deeply yucky to be, especially a content creator, especially knowing that a lot of plus size folks follow you, to just kind of like widely talk about like health and wellness in a way that is preying on people's insecurities. It's yikes. It's really fucking... She's doing fat phobic dog whistling. Thank you, Gemini. That is exactly what it is. Okay, there's that. Pause. She posted a TikTok that she took down, okay, and said how my husband and I made our first $1 million. Everybody take a pause. Their first $1 million. Their first. I'm pausing. It's okay. I'm paused. Hold on. I don't think we know how old she is. Tell me when the ad's over, team. I'm paused. We're timing out. Are we back? Hotties who are not subscribed, are we back from the ad? Did we make it here? Yes. They said how are me and my husband made our first $1 million. And it was by investing in Tesla. And her husband's on SoundCloud. And he made it like a rap. Made a rap that's called In Musk We Trust. I am not fucking kidding. Now, this is something I love to bitch about on stream. I love it. I love to bitch about on Instagram stories. I am a white person. And Alex, I believe, is Mexican. It's not satire. And her husband is Asian. Neither of them are white, right? It is bitching hour. And so you will not catch me on like a big platform, okay? In like the way a bitchy butch. You will not catch me on like our TikTok or on something that I think is going to actually like catch, you know, and have people talk about it. You won't catch me talking shit about them because technically and legally, Shiny by Nature is a you know, woman of color owned small business. The difference between like most women of color owned small businesses and most small businesses in general and this one, oh no, is it stressful? I've not seen it, Ms. Boppin. Minority owned, thank you. They, if you have your first $1 million, if you have your first $1 million, you are not like needing that money from your small business like to exist, right? That is stressful. Does she exclusively refer to him as her Asian husband? Because that's so much. Exactly. And it's obviously the money that they made was not from the small business. Yes. Thank you so much, Leah. It's so good to see you, darling. Bye. Have a good day. Have a good day, friend. Right. So, yikes. Remember when she posted about how their business wasn't doing well? They desperately needed to sell their puffy jackets. Otherwise, they would be upside down on their investment and go out of business, blah, blah, blah. I felt so bad and bought some stuff for them. It just feels very misleading when it turns out I'm the poor one in comparison. Yes. So there's that. And then she also talks about like how to start a small business. And she says that she tried to get a business loan and then ended up needing to invest $300,000 of her own dollars into her small business. They live in New York City. Yes, Amy. $300,000. $300,000. Do you know how much I have in savings? I have like $1,500 in savings, and I owe the United States government $6,000, and I have $3,000 on my credit card. Then she made that video being like, I'm not broke, look at my penthouse. Bold. She isn't like, I just worked hard. That's true. Yeah. So all of that, super fucking rough, right? Every single layer of that is yucky to me because it's just like so misleading. And I think that like perhaps like her business was in the negative. I think the fucked up thing is that like technically she's not lying, but she is gaslighting, right? And if we've not even read the emails yet. And they're really like, they like respond fine, but I just want y'all to know like where we were at with this. It's so yuck. If you are going to pick a rich person hobby, at least be good at it, is how I feel. Because the people who are spending $50, we're talking about Shiny by Nature. If you're spending $50 on a skirt or anything, right? To most of us, that's a big deal. And we expect to get them like within a reasonable amount of time with, for instance, the rest of the summer left. And also, Morgan fucking got those really cute overalls. And then the first time that she wore them, the button broke. Because again, they're not built for someone with a tummy. Ew. Thank you so much, Dorian. I didn't think that person was supposed to be banned. And then I thought maybe you saw something I didn't see. I appreciate you. Yes. Pick one that doesn't usually exploit poor middle class, usually queer fat people. Exactly. Okay. I'm gonna read the emails because this is like the bitchy that I get. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Don't be sorry. I appreciate you. You're a star. Thank you so much for working hard. I saw that they tried to post a link, and I was like, "Is it stressy?" And I was like, "You know what, Dorian? I think it's got it under control, and you're a star." Okay. This is an email on April 22nd. Hello. I placed an order on March 14th with the number, and then I sent like the check-in number. And I'm just curious if there is an update on when it will be shipped out. That was on April 22nd. April 24th, they respond and say, "Hi, Phoebe. So sorry about the wait. The corduroy jacket finished production and should arrive at our warehouse later this week or next week. Your order will ship out as soon as all items are in stock at our warehouse. Thank you for understanding and support as we try to catch up with our growing demand." Okay. So let's like break that, the Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this shit? Okay. Let's break that down. Sorry about the wait. The corduroy jacket has finished production and should arrive at our warehouse later this week or next week. Your order will ship out as soon as all items are in stock at our warehouse. So when I read that, I was like, oh, cool. Our shit is going to be coming in. Like our stuff is going to be sent out. I do want to talk to who's working in the warehouse. Yes. I was like, oh, cool. Our stuff is going to be shipped out by the end of this week or next week because your order will ship out as soon as all items are in stock at our warehouse later this week or next week, right? Is what they say. And as I read it to Morgan, she was like, I think they're being misleading. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, thank you, Whiskey Leash. Why not ship what is there and then ship the rest when it's there, when it is? Yes. That's how I felt. I was like, that seems weird. I also feel like anytime I've ordered from a small business and like one thing's ready and the other things aren't ready, they just like send them like out different things at a time. Yes, you're right, Dijon Broccoli. And also I love your name. I think it's very fun. So I was like, oh, okay, it'll be here. Like it'll be shipped out in like a week. Great. Right? Don't make all my stuff. Wait for the rest. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Oh, God. No, no, no. Not today. That was so much. Good Lord. All right. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, Andy. What an absolutely unhinged word that they thought they were going to be able to get through. Thank you. I was so scared. As I did it, I was like, if someone tries to do this at the same moment, we're just going to immediately unban them. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry. We're all here. There was somebody who was stressful. They're gone now, which is good. Shiny by nature. Oh. It's okay. We're good. Don't worry about it, team. Appreciate y'all. Morgan was like, I think that they are saying these things are going to be here soon. Separate sentence. Everything's going to ship out when it's all available, which is going to be after that. And I was like, oh no. Do you think it really means that? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, let's see. So a full month later, this is me being bitchy. Like fully bitchy. Hello. From the last messages in this email chain, it really seemed like this is a month later, our stuff would ship out in the next 2-ish weeks. And now that I'm rereading it, it seems purposely misleading. I would like to know when the full order will be shipped out and when the item that will be in stock latest will be stocked. This has been really frustrating. My wife and I really want to be able to recommend Shiny by Nature as a good option for folks to get affordable plus size clothing. But every time we talk about our order experience online, we get droves of messages saying that folks are in a similar boat waiting for their orders. And so I'm being bitchy because this is a month later. Like, what? Yes. And also, they were already late. When my order first happened, it was March. And they had said at that time, I think there was like one thing that was a pre-order, but I assumed that the other things were going to come out before that, right? So it was already, so this has been 2 months at this point. And so they responded, hi, Phoebe. So sorry about this. The last time that I emailed with you an estimated delivery timeline, there was a miscommunication on our end regarding which products were actually in stock at our warehouse. The overall shorts restock is arriving at the warehouse tomorrow. Your order should be ready to ship next week. Thank you for your patience. Which, like, what? Isn't that so rough? Hold on, let me see. When did we end up getting it, though? Yes. June 9th. June 9th is when we ended up getting it. Isn't that so rough? Good old 6ix9ine. Yes. And we ordered in March. In March. Like, that's ridiculous, you know? Let me see if it'll tell me. And I also don't think that any of these things were listed as a pre-order even. No. Uh-uh. Isn't that fucking bonkers? I don't know, Whiskey Leash. I think that they like aren't marking things as out of stock. And Morgan's overalls broke the first time that she wore them. Literally, it's not hard to list something is sold out. A pre-order item I ordered was supposed to come in April and it didn't arrive until July with no communication about the pre-order delay. Then I see on Shiny by Nature Instagram stories that that in order to see what's going on with our order, she was telling people to message her on Instagram. Yes. They could be upfront about how long it's going to take. Free Label does pre-orders that take forever to come, but they always give accurate timelines so you know what to expect. Exactly. Exactly. And also, like, they didn't ever reach out and say, like, hey, this has been delayed. I had to reach out to them twice. And I know that some people emailed them and got responses saying, like, hi, we're doing this through DMs. If you could please DM us on Instagram with your order number. What? Absurd. Completely fucking bonkers. Unhinged. That is true. Vampire Peepaw is saying that tons of non-sketchy ethical clothing is made in China because their production infrastructure is unique in a lot of ways, so you can't just make some stuff outside of China at all, which is true. It is not that China is always like a scary place to be making things. It is that some very stressful companies are abusing structures in other places. I know, isn't that fucking weird? Rich people just shouldn't run things. Yeah. Because they don't care. And it's as their husband's writing songs called Trust in Musk. In Musk We Trust, or whatever the fuck it was. Let me see if I can find it. Was it Sound? I think it was literally SoundCloud. Oh no. Yes. Should we listen to it? So much. Yeah. That was Kaya, that's the song. It's called In Musk We Trust, and it is the husband of the girlie who runs Shiny by Nature. If you want to see it on SoundCloud. Here's the link again. I don't know, Uncle Lala. It's so rough. I don't know how he's not embarrassed. Oh my god. Oh god. So bad. You know, Sometimes you just make your first $1 million by investing in Tesla, and then you have to rap about it. This song is, I shit you not, 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Jesus Christ. Oh my, so fucking God. My little one is that I found that so quickly. It's such relatable content. No. Oh my God. It's so bad. It's just, it is from 3 years ago. But oh my God. It says it's a song for Elon Musk, Tesla, and SpaceX fans. It's just, it's really something. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure. Musk, trust, they rhyme. Absolutely. Okay. All right, my darlings. I love you all. I have to get off stream so that I can go. We did a little grocery pickup. We got to film some content, you know. Um that is so exciting, Whiskey Leash. I fucking love that for you, babes. Yeah, thanks for being here, babies. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for the deeply unhinged moment that we all just shared. So good to see you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We're streaming at 3, and we are going to be doing some prep work to destroy Ganon, is what we will be doing. I'm fairly certain. Okay, I love you guys. Bye bye.